Hello and welcome to the Empowered Lifestyle Revolution, a podcast and community designed to help you live your best life and reconnect you back to the things that really matter. This is Kate coming to you for our first episode of 2021. We're so excited to be back with you, sharing empowered ways that you can start implementing principles and practicals into your life every single day so that you can step up and step into your next level of greatness. I'm excited to share our first episode with you, so let's jump in. Well, hey there, it's Kate from the Empowered Project, and I'm super excited to be jumping in with you today to kick off the year. Now, I know it's February. It's interesting. I felt like, I wanted to come in earlier in January and connect with you all. But something that my husband and I have decided is we are going to have a 10-month year. So February to November, it's game on, and then December and January are all about family and connection. Now, next year or this year, I'll be way more organized and have other episodes recorded so that we can still be connecting with you through that period of time. But it's been actually really refreshing, and I've definitely had a lot of moments of gratitude and reflection over the past few months, just looking back on how life used to be, how hectic life used to be, out of balance and challenging it was, and what we have been able to deliberately create together to really set a foundation for our family that's living by our values. For us, quality time is very important to us. Our health is important to us. Homeschooling our children is important to us, and mentoring others in life and in business to live an empowered life. That's really where the true passion lies. And if I look at some of the coaching calls and things that I've been doing the last couple of weeks as I've gotten into 2021, there's been some interesting themes throughout the frustrations and challenges that I've had from the people that I've been working with, and some common threads. And I don't know if you can relate. And sometimes this happens just because it's a beginning of a new year and we look back and we think, I thought I'd be further along, or I'm almost about to turn 30, or I'm almost about to turn 40, or I've got a new baby due in 3 months and I thought all of this would be done, and it's not. And what's really interesting, over the 2 months, I've really deliberately spent time in learning and growing in particular areas of life, and really diving in with mentors that inspire me. And a course that I was doing over the break really spoke to this common thread frustration that I was getting from so many people that I was coaching these last few weeks. And that is that often we actually forget our vision. Like, we forget our vision of what we want to create, who we want to become, the legacy we want to leave on a daily. We are actually forgetting it. We constantly wake up and we remember, that's right, I live here. That's right, my bank account balance is this. That's right, this is the job I'm doing and it's not what I love. We're reminding ourselves of all of the things that aren't that great, and we are forgetting about the vision that we have of what it is that we want to create for our future. So that is very much going to be a huge topic and point of conversation in future episodes as we really unpack that with you. But what you want to be doing, and as I was sharing with so many of the people that I was coaching, is you need to get obsessed with surrounding yourself with your vision on a daily. You need to double down on that, because the truth is no one else is going to do that except for you. If you want a different life, a different body, a different level of health and energy, a different dollar in the bank account, if you want a different career path, if you want a better quality relationship, if you want to raise a family a certain way, it has to be done deliberately. It doesn't happen through happenstance. And so I thought I'd jump in and start with this as a point, as the first episode for 2021 with you, because it's just been, I would say, out of 80% of the coaching calls that I've done this year, this has been a common thread. We're beating ourselves down of where we think we should be. We're comparing ourselves to someone else and what they appear to be doing. And we're judging ourselves and others instead of just getting obsessed. I mean, obsessed with our vision. Because the thing that we don't often realize is we think that we can attract abundance into our life, but we actually generate it, and we generate it through our energy. We generate it through our daily behaviors and habits. We generate it through the internal language and dialogue that we have with ourselves. We generate it with what is on our wall, on our mirror. I know I've spoken about this many times before, but if you were to go into my bathroom right now, you would see a permanent marker like a Sharpie written with all of my goals over my bathroom mirror. And when we used to live in a really crappy apartment way back when Anthony and I, we first got engaged. So this is showing my age here. So 20 years ago, oh my goodness. We moved into a crappy, cold, moldy little apartment in Melbourne when he was studying down there. And it was so amazing, that apartment, that we even had the quality problem of growing mushrooms in the grout of the tiles in our shower. That's how amazing our apartment was. And we would literally count coins together to see if we could attempt to go on a date night and not make something, but actually go get a meal out. And those things were a really, really big deal for us. Now, one of the things that I'm proud of, even way back then, we learned very early on in our journey of life and business and relationship, is that we wanted to hold the vision of our future, of where we were going, not where we were in the moment. Although we were incredibly grateful for where we were in the moment, the vision was in front of us every single day. So even in that crappy little shower where I was growing mushrooms in the grout of my shower, oh my gosh, I can't even believe I'm saying this. We had our laminated goals and intentions on the inside of the shower, and we would read it, we would say it, we would speak it out loud. Like, it was around us everywhere. It was inside my diary. It was on the visor of my car. It was just everywhere. And instead of that, often what happens for us is what's our everywhere? It's the bill on the bench. It's the notifications on our phone. It's the 100 unread emails. It's all of these things of what we should be doing, or pain from the past, and we aren't surrounding ourselves with things of inspiration. So today's episode is going to be a short one. I just wanted to jump in and reconnect with you all. I've got some amazing interviews lined up. The other exciting thing that I'm really pumped for is, Anthony, my husband, we've been together since I was 16. So that is a long time. I just hit 40 a couple of months ago. So you do the math on that. We have grown through and gone through a lot together. I feel like we've been married once together, but I feel like we've been married 3 or 4 times just as we've grown, but we've just become different people. And we've just stepped up into a different level. We've gone through major challenge in business with our finances, and we've learned a lot together. And health has definitely been something that's brought us together too. And we've been kind of chatting over the break, and raising healthy families is super important to us. And so for me, this year, we're really going to be talking about creating an empowered lifestyle. And together, you're going to be hearing more of him on the episodes, which I'm really excited about, bringing in different elements to what a living an empowered life looks and feels like. We're going to be jumping in on Clubhouse. I don't know if you've heard of Clubhouse, but it's an amazing new app and community where it's essentially like a talkback radio show, but of the topic that you love. So you can dive in around business or relationships or new mamas or whatever, social media. It's so powerful. So we're going to be diving in on there and sharing some of our interviews and recordings via this podcast, and really just focusing on helping as many of our incredible listeners, that means you, and thank you for your support, to help you live and create an empowered lifestyle. And that's empowering your children if you have them, having an empowered pregnancy if that's on the cards for you, having empowered relationships with your family, whether it be blood family or chosen family, and just really stepping up and stepping into your next level of greatness. So I'm ready to bring it for this year ahead. My homework, my challenge to you is that you start obsessing about your vision for the future. And if you didn't get a chance to have a listen to one of our last episodes for last year around creating a compelling vision for your future, I encourage you to go back and listen to that episode, because we really give you a beautiful process to go through to capture that. Because I know for me, there was definitely many times in my life where I felt so stuck in where I was, and I don't like using that word, but that's how I felt. I felt so stuck. I didn't know how I would create a different reality because life was really full on. And so I just stopped dreaming. I could not put pen to paper on what my vision was. I was so exhausted, burnt out, beat up, that I was like, what's the point? Like, why am I even going to bother putting time into dreaming bigger? Because how the heck is it going to happen? But one of the things that I've really dived into over the last kind of few months is exactly that topic. It's generating abundance. And to do that, you've got to generate energy. You've got to generate surrounding yourself through your vision. You've got to generate using your words more powerfully. And there's so much that I can't wait to share with you. So if you feel like, yeah, that sounds really great, Kate, good for you, but I got nothing, please just do yourself a favor, go back and listen. I believe it's the most recent, the last episode of 2020, and go through that goal setting intention to create a compelling future, because there is so much power in that process. It's something that Anthony and I have done every single year for the last 20 years. And there's power in having gratitude for what has happened, where you are. And then there's power in generating, a vision that compels you, that pulls you forward and inspires you to get up every day and just take that next right step out of that comfort zone. Because our comfort zone, even though we might think it's comfortable, it's actually really painful. And our vision is to help as many of you as possible step out of that into your vision, creating incredible abundance and living an empowered life. So I'm excited for what's to come. We've got some sneak peeks behind the scenes. We're going to share some behind the scenes backstage passes to some of the trainings and coaching that we do with our team and our community. And Clubhouse, there's going to be so much happening. So happy new year. I know that this year holds so much hope. There's so much possibility, and we cannot wait to share it with you. So as always, stay empowered. If you have any particular topics that you would love us to be speaking on, please connect with me on Instagram at empowered.womens.project, or you can connect with me through email or via my website, kategolay.com, and let's team up together and create the best year you possibly can have. So stay tuned. We're going to be dropping in some epic episodes in the coming days and weeks, and cannot wait to kick off this year with you.